Jess just
What? Come here.
the sound
What?
sounds so bad.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, the sound is bad on there too. Hang on. Yeah, the sound is bad on there too. We already have people watching, so hopefully this sound gets working. Hi guys, I guess you can see us. We're gonna kind of mess around with the sound here because I know you can sort of hear us, but sound seems like it's a little weird. Oh, maybe we're good now. No, maybe we're not. Hang on. We'll be right back. Alright, let's see if it's any better now. Does it still sound any better? Alright, let's see if it's any better. Why is it doing that? What about now? Anything? I'm gonna just grab my headset and see if that makes a difference. Alright, how about now? Anything? Okay, awesome. Okay, yay. If you wanted, you can just stay on your phone for now. We'll be good. Alright, thanks for tuning in, guys. Sorry about our technical difficulties there to start. We're learning as we go. But I obviously have Jered, Voelker, and Jess Notaro on with me tonight. And I guess we're going to start. They have some questions for each other. So would either of you guys like to start that off? Hang on one second, guys. They said they can't hear us. Yeah. I have an idea here. Alright, maybe my headset was bad because then we can't hear. Let's see. Audio. Alright guys, if you want to just let us know in the comments, we're obviously going to have a little bit of a delay here. If you want to just let us know if you can hear them, that would be great. I had to put headphones in because there was some weird static, but hopefully you can hear us all now. Yeah. Static, but hopefully you can hear us all now. Now the sound is weird again, I think. Here, let's see. Alright, we're going to be right back. Okay, so there'll be a little bit of a delay here, but then hopefully people can hear us. Okay. there'll be a little bit of a delay here, but then hopefully people can hear us. Okay. I think we're good.
Okay.
So,
I can hear Jess. Let's go.
yes, I think,
can't see
yeah,
myself.
I'm testing it too. I think we can hear everybody now. All right.
Okay, great.
Got it faster than yesterday, so that's good. I think I have the settings right now, so we'll go with those from now on. So we had started. They're going to interview each other to start. And Jess's first question for Jered was just kind of asking about his hockey background, how he started playing, different teams he's played for, how everything like that. So Jered, if you want to go back into that since they couldn't hear you before, that would be great.
All right. So I started off by saying that I started playing when I was 10 years old. So, or not 10, whenever I was in 6th grade. So my dad's friend got me to play, and I just loved the game since high school. But a lot of people started when they were 5 or 6, but I just started late, and then I don't know, still liked the game, and then enjoyed playing club this year and JV last year and everything.
Great.
All right. Jess, I got a question for you.
Okay.
Oh no,
we're gonna alternate.
Back and forth. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we got. Okay, I know you had a couple of college options, but why did you choose St. Bonaventure?
Okay, so I did have a few options. I took a lot of people. I feel like that I know committed earlier in the year than I did, but I took a lot of time just to explore every single option that I had. And when I did my visit to Bonaventure, I had a lot of fun. I loved the team. The team is something that's very important in my decision. I feel like if I meshed well with the girls, then, I would have a lot of success in the place that I picked. So, I also really, really love the coach, and I think that he has really big plans for the school and, really has an idea of what he wants to do with the team and where he wants us to go. So I'm really excited for that to pan out. And I just love the community aspect and how, everyone says, you could be wearing a St. Bonaventure sweatshirt walking down the sidewalk and somebody will stop you and, ask if you're a Bonnie and ask about your days at St. Bonaventure. So I really love that. Okay.
Nice.
Okay, next question. So coming to this year, what was it like being assistant captain, and what did you think your role was for the team?
So before we had a Canisius game, we coaches talking about captains and leaders, and then he gave me the A that game, and I was just super pumped. I don't even know. I didn't expect it either. I was just sitting there drinking my Bang. I usually have about 3 of those before each game. Gets me fired up, and then coach is like, Voelker, you got the A. I'm like, oh, all right, sweet. I go out there. We're tied 3-3 in overtime. Get out there, Nolan Voigt. Quick slab shot right on my stick. I tip it in. We win the overtime game, 4-3. It's just – and then from there, I'm just like, wow. Thanks, coach, for giving me the A.
Okay.
That's all. All right. I got – what's your favorite soccer memory that you had in high school?
There's a lot of them. I think what's always fun, I feel like this year and last year, is the bus ride home from Jamestown. That's always just different and fun, and you have an hour and a half on that bus with your best friends. I just think that's so fun. We listen to music and just goof around. I think that's so fun.
Nice.
Okay. Next question. Oh, what was it like going from your regular season record to your longer run in playoffs?
All right.
Because they were very different.
Okay. So, shout out Trevor Goodyear. And then, so really I think we only won about 3 or 4 games during the regular season out of about 15 or something. And we were just I don't know, we all had fun, but we just didn't win. We got into playoffs. We played Orchard Park the first round, and they're a really good team. So they're all Fed players, and we kept it close with them, but we still lost in a best of 3. And then we went to states. We all thought we were gonna get bounced around. We were gonna lose by 10 each game. So we went in there thinking, oh, who cares? We're just gonna go in here have fun. We ended up making it to the state championship against Jamestown, and it was the whole city of Jamestown in that rink. It was nuts. It was like, it was easily the best game I've ever played in, but we still lost like 6-0. But I mean, the jump from regular season to playoffs / states was just, I don't know, crazy. All right, Jess. So every year you guys go down to Florida for lacrosse.
Mm-hmm.
What do you enjoy most about Florida, and what's your favorite memory down there?
And what do I enjoy most? Like the weather, obviously, and like the lacrosse part of it is very cool because, the weather's nice, but like we get to play teams that, we're only gonna play once. Like last year we played a team from New Jersey, I think, and then the year before, I don't know. There's all like from all over, and I know a year I wasn't on the team, Coach Pacheri knew people from, I think, California it was, and a lot of the girls made friends with the girls on that team. So I think that's really cool. I mean, that's not something you get to see every day. And then my favorite memory. Okay. So 2 years ago, I was a freshman, and it was the day we were at Animal Kingdom. And I remember Animal Kingdom, like, easily is always the day we have the most fun, I feel like, because there's so much to do there, and we're all like crazy people, so we love doing that and walking around there. But it was later at night, and the park was like close to empty. There weren't a lot of people there, and me and like the people I was walking around with, we went on like the water rapids ride. And I remember it was like half of the group and the other half of the group was doing something else. But we were going like on this water rapid ride. Like we were getting soaked. We went probably like 4 times. And then everyone was standing. You go under like a bridge. And like the other half of the group was standing on the bridge, like pouring water bottles on us. Like at that point, it was like 11 o'clock. Like we had to go back to the hotel. Like we were soaking wet, but it was so fun.
Nice.
Okay.
That's fun to hear.
Okay, right. This is my last question for you.
I have one more for you too.
Okay. What was your favorite part about playing hockey at Depew Ice Rink?
My favorite part was when my girlfriend came to watch me hustle every single game.
Oh, I knew that was gonna come up. I knew it was gonna come up.
She's my biggest supporter. She watched me just hustle. That was the greatest moment down there. I look forward to that every game, passing her when she was handing out skates. All right.
I thought about just to put in here real quick. I thought about actually using that clip tonight.
Oh my gosh! I knew it was gonna come up at some point. I knew it was gonna come up.
If you guys didn't see that, watch the. There was one club game that I was able to cover, and it was a big playoff win against Mary's for Lancaster. And Jesse Calhoun made sure he got not only every player on the team, but also a couple Fed players, a couple Mary's players, the Fed coach, Jess, and it was a fun video. So Jess was there to show her support for Jered.
Really put on the spot. I don't know what to say, but it's fine.
All right.
Okay.
It's kind of like a weird question, but it might be hard to answer. I said, why did you choose number 18 for lacrosse?
Okay, so I didn't choose it. So when I was in 8th grade and I got pulled up to varsity for playoffs, I just got handed number 18. That was the bag I got. And then I was planning on switching it for my next season, but then when I went into soccer freshman year, I played JV, and then I got pulled up to varsity for playoffs for soccer, and I randomly got stuck with number 18 too. So I just figured it was kind of a sign to keep it. So then I kept it for lacrosse my sophomore year, or my freshman year.
That's what I like to hear.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, that's pretty much all I got for her.
Yeah, that's the questions.
All right, that was fun. And if you guys think of any more, you can feel free to throw them out there or interrupt me.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys watching, you guys can type questions in the comments too. We do have a couple questions here for Jered already. One from Harold Rem, who says, "Where do you think you will be drafted to the MLB draft after college?"
I'm hoping to go at least top three in the first round. Probably LA Dodgers. I don't want to go to the Yankees. I don't really like the Yankees. Dodgers. if any other team calls me besides the Dodgers, I probably won't pick up, just because, I really enjoy watching Dodger baseball. So that's pretty much where I want to go there.
Yeah, it's important to hold your standards when you're getting
Yeah.
drafted.
Yes.
Another question from Ryan Militello, who said that he heard you're committed to the University of Phoenix online and wants to know if that's true.
Well, I've been committed to Phoenix Online since, I think, last year. 2 years ago, during the summer. So the story behind that was we were facing in summer league baseball a kid who was committed to Notre Dame, and his teammates kept chanting Notre Dame commit. So every time I was up at the plate, my teammates chanted Phoenix Online commit, and then the joke just stuck with ever since. I don't know if I can turn the camera around, but I got a shirt. University of Phoenix Online baseball. I can't turn the camera around.
Perfect.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, no, back to me. There we go. Shout out Jacob
awesome.
Laduca. I don't know if they're watching, but all right.
Wow.
All right, I have a question for Jess. So, we talked a little bit recently because if you guys haven't read this week's issue of the Lancaster Depew Sun, I interviewed Jess, and there's a nice picture of her for it too, because I talked to a bunch of area athletes who recently committed to play college sports. So Jess was one of them. And Jess, you mentioned that, soccer was always your primary sport. So kind of what, how did you start playing lacrosse, and what kind of made it, I guess, become your priority?
Yeah, for sure. So I started playing soccer when I was really young, like Timbits, like 4 years old, like running around the field. And then from there, I went to Lancaster, Lancaster travel. And then I played 4 years at the Flash Academy. So it was a really serious, premier program. And the first year I got there, it was very, very different from anything I'd ever done before. And I got the privilege to play under coaches that were, they're coaching professional, men's soccer right now. And it was crazy. So I played 4 years there. And my fourth year, some circumstances kind of changed. I got split up from a lot of the girls that I had been with the past, 3 years prior to that. And I felt like I was just out of gas at that point. And I remember my sister started playing lacrosse for Coach Bucheri for Lady Monsters. I played when I was really little for Lady Monsters for a few summers, but that was it. And I remember my sister went to an open gym, in the field house, and I went with her. And Coach Bucheri came up to me and she was like, Jess, we haven't seen you around in a while. You could always come back to lacrosse. Lacrosse is always here for you. And I remember her saying that and me thinking in my head, no, soccer's my thing. I will never play lacrosse. I remember that one memory. But so then in 7th grade, I decided to play modified. And then my last year at the Flash, I kind of was out of gas, and I didn't really, what I thought were my goals weren't really my goals anymore. So I decided to go with something new and kind of switch my focus to lacrosse. And I decided that college lacrosse might be somewhere in my future. And now I am here.
Awesome.
Very nice.
Let's see. I think we have a couple more questions. Avery Karras has asked why you picked Bonnie's, which we already kind of covered near the beginning. But Abigail Winitowski says, Jess, I just wanted to let you know that you're beautiful. Cameron Heim wants to know, Jered, he wants you to talk more about your pregame routine with bangs and any other superstitions.
All right, so usually, like I said a couple minutes ago, I usually drink about 2 to 3 bangs every game, before every game, obviously, and it just helps me get fired up. Usually I like to dance a little bit. If someone turns on the speaker, I hit the floss a little bit. Turn on some, I don't even know, I like anything country, anything to fire me up. And Celine Dion, oh, my heart will go on. If you play that before a game, that's a guaranteed 4 goals out of me. That's just it. A couple bangs, dancing, and then score. That's what my mentality is throughout all my games.
All right. Jess, a question for you from Juliet Pastori. She says, what is your favorite thing about Lancaster lacrosse?
My favorite thing about Lancaster lacrosse, that's an easy one for me. So, before every game, before we take the field, we all say like heart, hustle, family. Like that's our mantra throughout the season, throughout the off season. And I just think that the family part of that like is so evident throughout everything we do. And that's something that I think is really, really special. And like a lot of programs don't have that. And Coach Pucheri does a great job of like just bringing everyone in Lancaster who plays lacrosse or like who doesn't play lacrosse, like making us all a family. Like we're all working together. We're all doing stuff together. Like I just think that's really important. And I think that's something that like is really specific to our program. And I love that.
I know even, the one practice that I went to for you girls this year, I could tell that, it just was such a fun atmosphere. I just really liked being there.
Yeah.
All right, Jered, I have a question for you. So we talked about how you got your start in hockey, but how did you get your start in baseball?
My what in baseball?
How did you get your start in baseball? When did you start playing baseball? If you just want to talk about kind of growing up playing a little bit.
I didn't. All right. I played T-ball at a really young age when it was Lancaster to Pew, and you get like the Yankees, you get like assigned a team, and I don't know, it was just fun playing with like my buddies like Drew Charmonti, really young Ethan Miller. And then you like play T-ball, and then you get up for the pitching machine, and then soon you get to like federal, which is an actual pitcher, and then all the way up to the next one, and then high school balls after. And then so I started around first grade, and I was real young. So yeah.
All right, awesome. Jess, a question for you from the comments here from Sarah Reese. She says, Jess, how strong do you think our team will be next year, bond-wise, with this off-season bonding? P.S. Love you, bae.
Oh my God, Sarah, love you. Okay, so our team next year, I think that bond-wise, like we're gonna be just as close as this year. Like, Jered has sunglasses on now. We're gonna be just as close as this year. This year, like, just going into tryouts, everyone knew each other, like, from the off-season stuff that we do. And, next year it's going to be the same. We're going to have Salem's. We're going to have open gyms. We're going to have, times where we hang out with each other. Like, it's just going to happen. And it's going to be the same as it always is.
All right, awesome. Jered, something, it looks like enough people know, but we're going to get to is that you are playing football next year.
Yeah.
So Luke Jenowick wants to know what position you plan on playing. And Jason Mansell says, what do you feel you can bring to the football team this year?
All right. So I'll start it off with Luke's question. What position do I plan on playing? I plan on taking over Jason Mansell's spot at quarterback. No, I'm just kidding. I plan whatever Coach Rupp tells me to play, I'll play that position. If he wants me to hold the flag in the national anthem, I'll do that. If he wants me to, I don't know, anything.
All right. And then Jay's question.
What do I feel I can bring to the football team this year? I feel I can bring anything you ask me to. I feel I can bring, anything.
Snack.
Like I said, hold me to, yeah. Want me to hold the flags? I got you. If you want me to catch a game-winning touchdown against Aquinas in the dome, I got you. If you want me to, sack the quarterback from OP, I will. Anything,
All right.
Great.
Guys, keep sending the questions in the comments. These are really good.
Yeah.
Let's see. I guess, do we have another question here? Cole Notaro says, what is the best advice you've ever received about your athletic endeavors? I guess that's for both of you, so you can take turns with that one.
All right, Jess, you're up since that's family related.
That's my brother. Everyone doesn't know. I'm sure it's my dad asking the question. They're probably all watching it downstairs. Let's see. The best advice that I've ever learned. Okay. So the best advice I've ever gotten is probably from my dad. My dad played and coached baseball at Canisius, so he really knows, sports-wise, he knows what he's talking about. And, there's been times, especially when I was younger, there's, a lot of times I'm worried about, like, other people and what they're doing and how, how it's affecting me and what, and my dad always says to me, be the best Jessica you can be. But it's like, it's not exactly that statement, but it's like the idea around it, like not to worry about other people and just kind of focus on myself and what I can do for myself and how I can better myself while helping my teammates, just not worrying about how it's like rubbing off on me.
That's
Does
really
that
good.
make sense?
Yeah, I like that. Jered, what about you?
So, like, what advice helps me is what you're asking?
Yeah.
So, I'm going to have to go with this season. During tryouts, Coach Delfonso was like, control the controllables. So, I take that as, control what you can control. Just do what you can and don't worry about what's ahead of you. But, like, say, like, the coronavirus, it can't worry about if it's going to cancel a season, can't worry about cancel summer or anything. Just gotta work hard. Like, I have a batting cage in my backyard. I'm still working out, trying to get better for baseball, hopefully in the summer, hopefully for school this season, and just controlling the controllables.
That's awesome, and that's perfect because that's kind of what I was going to ask about next for both of you. Just kind of obviously, losing the majority so far of this spring season is frustrating. What are you kind of trying to do, to keep prepared? But even if you just want to kind of talk about your feelings on that too.
Jess?
Yeah. Well, it stinks. Obviously, like that's the main point. It's not ideal at all. I think right now what coach is really stressing right now is to stay connected with each other and stay, we had a Zoom workout today with like an alumni with Jenna Hagan from Mercier. She did a workout with us, but we talked about, like, she was talking about how everyone needs to stay motivated. Like, if you need like someone to motivate you or you need help being motivated and staying motivated, like, we're all there for each other. Like, I just think that's so important right now. Like, if I'm really sad one day, like, I'm gonna text a teammate and they're gonna tell me they're probably sad too, but then we're gonna talk about it and then we're gonna get up and like go do a Zoom workout or go do a run or something. And I just think that's super important and it's really special that we have that with each other. But sometimes it is hard to stay motivated and stay positive, but try our best.
Yeah.
Well, so like I said, I got a cage in my backyard. I'm taking swings off the tee. My dad's throwing me batting practice, not well, but I mean, it's all right for a guy his age. And I'm also working out every day, trying to better myself for hopefully this season. And if not, I still got another season. I can always better myself for next season. And hopefully, I'm praying for a season. Hopefully, this stuff ends.
Yeah, for sure. Jered, Ryan Militella would like to see your stuffed animal.
Oh my gosh.
What one? I have. Oh no, my mom sold my elephant.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Well, shout out Jess.
Oh, the gorilla.
I can't find him at the moment. Wait, I actually can't find him.
Rainbow bear.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Oh yeah. My baby I got when I was just born, and they gave it to me when I went into surgery or whatever, and then I don't know, I just kept it ever since.
Perfect. I have a good question here from Trevor Reformat for you, Jered. He says, Jered, your arm hasn't been up to 100% in a while. With that said, how do you think you would have been this season after going through the beast phase?
Oh, shout out Coach Jazz, the beast phase. Oh, I'm still in it right now as we speak. But me and Trevor, I know Trevor is really in the beast phase when the season started. He was definitely the beast phase. But the beast phase is just working out, getting bigger, but hopefully my arm gets 100%, and then it feels 100% to be honest. I'm ready to throw right now.
Perfect. Dylan Lanning wants to know, Jered, your predictions for the rest of the Madden season.
I'm probably gonna win the Super Bowl. We're in all in the Madden League. Like, it's I think 12 or 13 of us, and it's like we all play each other, and like during a season, and we all play each other. I played Dylan week 8, beat him 17-14. He was talking trash before the game. I shut him up after, and I'm gonna win the Super Bowl because he's not even gonna be in it.
All right. He says that he should have won because apparently Josh Allen threw that game. Josh Allen would never do that. So
yeah.
Let's see. Jered, you might be a little uncertain on this now, but besides the University of Phoenix and getting drafted by the Dodgers, what do you know now about kind of your future in baseball?
It's like a tough situation right now since we're not really playing baseball, so it's kind of hard to get out there. But I'm still reaching out to people, trying my best. My coaches are trying for me, and I haven't really decided yet. Hopefully soon. But Phoenix Online's looking pretty nice right now.
And then Jess, I know you kind of talked about it earlier, but what are you really looking forward to at St. Bonaventure? What are you most excited about?
I'm mostly excited about, like I said, the team. I really love the team and being there. Maddie Mazer and Paige Smuziak really, and Jordan Rokicka and Caitlin Rokicka, really excited about that. Really excited to just carry on the legacy from Lancaster to Bonaventure. What else? And then the coach, I feel like he can really teach me a lot of valuable things that will translate to like my play on the field and like my life at St. Bonaventure, but like definitely my life like beyond college for sure.
Awesome. Angelica Gallagher has a question for Jess. She says, boy. Jessica, I'd like to know what you're doing to prepare for our senior year powder puff game as O&D line mates.
Oh my gosh. That is crazy. I can't believe she thought of that. Okay. So basically I don't even know what I'm doing. Like getting my t-shirt ready. With our names and our numbers on it. Super pumped for that. Hopefully it's another muddy game just like it was last year. Super fun. Very excited.
Awesome. Brooke Schaefer has a question for Jess. She says, Jess, what do you do in your off season between soccer and lacrosse?
So like the winter, we have a lot. So we play Salem's leagues on Sunday nights, and then we have a lot of like open gyms or like before school, after school types of things that like we'll do during the winter. And then just obviously on my own, like running around the neighborhood, going to the gym, stuff like that, hitting the wall, just stuff I'm doing right now, basically, except for the gym.
Awesome. Harold Rem says, Jered, where's the beach?
Wants to know where the beach is? I'm probably not allowed to take off my shirt on this, but pretend like it's
Gotcha. Do you two have any more questions for each other? Anything I haven't covered yet?
Jess, you got anything?
No, not on my list. Nothing on my list.
Jason Mansell says,
go right to that weight room, walking in and working out every Monday through Thursday.
I'm hoping that's the answer he was looking for. I'm guessing it was.
Yeah.
Also, make sure you guys tune in Monday because I'll have Jason Mansell on Monday night. So.
Oh, I will.
That'll be a fun one. Yeah. Any more questions in the comments? These have been great. Really, keep those coming.
Mm-hmm.
Besides, football workouts over the summer, obviously you'll be playing some baseball over the summer. And Jess, I'm guessing you'll be doing some lacrosse stuff over the summer too. Do you guys want to talk about that hopefully a little bit? Kind of what you're looking forward to as far as that goes?
Sure.
All right. So I'm playing for the Niagara Junior Thunderwolves this summer, and it's like a showcase team. So we go down to like Diamond Nation and other states and just like showcase in front of colleges, and that's how you get like your name out and stuff for colleges. But I'm just playing for that and preparing for that in the summer.
So I'm playing travel too. So we would probably be starting practices right now, but everything's just pushed back as of right now. So I play for Stampede, so we practice at Nichols, and then we have 4 or 5 tournaments over the summer. A few of them, I'm not sure. Like, I know some are getting canceled, some are getting like pushed back, but I don't really know what we're gonna be doing for sure yet. I don't think anyone really knows. So, but yeah, hoping to get out. It would be my last year playing for travel, so I love some of those girls, and I've been playing with them for a while. So I would love to travel and play with them for the last summer.
Awesome. Couple more questions for Jered here. Luke Jenowick says, "What inspires you to get the racing stripes?"
I don't know.
Being bored.
Yeah, I was just sitting in my room, and my mom's like, "Let me like get the back of your hair, like just like trim up a little bit." And I'm like, "Can I just get a mullet?" Shout out Kyle Graff, inspired me. I'm like, "Can I just get a mullet?" She's like, "I don't even know what a mullet is," and just like showed her a picture. I trimmed the side of my hair, like trying to grow it out, and I got the racing stripes. A little uneven, but she did an okay job, I guess.
And then another question for Jered, or I mean, I guess you guys could both answer this. What do you feel about the Bills draft pick?
Oh,
have not been following. I don't even know what that means.
Oh my gosh! If this was like 30 minutes earlier, I was jumping up and down. I was going crazy.
We did see.
Yeah, I loved. I wanted that guy like before the Bills traded their first round pick to the Vikings, and I wanted AJ Espinoza or whatever his name is. He's a tank. I drafted him in Madden. He's so nice. He got me like 4 sacks in one game.
Nice. Juliet Pastori has a question for both of you guys. Just what are your favorite games that you've ever played in? I guess it could be for any sport, or even if you want to do every sport, just anything that sticks out in your mind.
Okay, I'll go first. My favorite game I've played in, it was probably like sectionals last year, I would say. Or maybe no, you know what it was? Okay, I think it was sectionals 2 years ago, I want to say, and we had, or it was last year, I don't remember. We had a rain delay like 15 minutes in. So we were playing Orchard Park, I want to say. So it was 2 years ago. So we were playing Orchard Park, and I remember, I feel like the first like 15 minutes, for me at least, was like we're not going the way like I wanted to. Like I thought I could have been doing so much better. So we had the rain delay, and we waited in the gym at Will North for probably close to an hour, I would say. Like it was awful. Like we thought we would have to play like the next day or like the day after, and then the rain went away and the thunder and lightning went away. So we went back out and we played, and like I just remember the game being so fun. Like I'm pretty sure we stalled at the end, and like the game kind of turned around for me at least, and we came back out like so focused and so ready to play, and it was I don't know, just so fun. And it was like later too, so I think it was like under the lights and just a fun like night memory game.
That'd be fun.
For varsity, Dominic Falcinetti was pitching that game, and he was like supposed to start, and I was supposed to come in and close for him. And like, I remember telling him, I forgot what class it was. I told him, I'm like, you better go this whole game. I'm so nervous right now. I was so scared because I was like, oh, what if I mess up? What if I walk 20 kids in a row? He's like, okay, I got you. I'll go the whole game. It was like the first inning. He's like having trouble breathing. I'm like, oh my God. Second inning, he takes himself out. So I'm going in there. I haven't even warmed up. I'm like, my arm's like not even warmed up at all. I throw. I'm like, oh my God. And then I ended up going the whole game. I think I only gave up 1 hit, and we lost 2-1 that game. But it was probably the best game I've ever played in.
That'd be awesome. I remember reading about that one the other day on Twitter.
Yeah.
Jered, what's your favorite part about playing baseball?
Probably just being with my team. It's really, I don't know, just sitting on the dugout when you're waiting to get at bat, and then just eating seeds, telling jokes, concentrating, I guess, if you want to call it that. But getting ready for my bet. I don't know, just being with team traveling. Hotels are the best for baseball when you go out of state. And you just played manhunt around the hotel. It's so fun.
I think Jason is saying that the final of that game was 3-2. Would that be correct?
Oh, yeah, 3-2 loss.
He just commented.
But
Jess,
it
what's
was
your
still fun.
yeah? Jess, what's your favorite part about playing lacrosse? Just the game in general.
I would have to agree with Jered. I think it's just like the teammates. Like I like pulling up to a big like an OP stadium or like a Will North type of deal where like you just walk off the bus with like your whole team and you're all like speaker out like UCLA and like Kill the Lights like just jamming, and then I don't know, just walking into like that atmosphere. Like that atmosphere is just my favorite thing ever.
Awesome. All right. Anybody have any more questions in the comments? This has been great, you guys. It's been really fun. We have a lot of people tuning in too, so thank you for watching, everybody. Jason Mansell says, best play in town football.
What was it? Oh, no way, I forgot this. 15 KO. Oh, it was beautiful. I'm on that old line. I'm blocking for, I forgot who our running back was, but Jason was still our quarterback. 15 KO. Coach Manziel screaming from the sidelines, run it again. We run it 5 times in a row or something like that. It was just the greatest play of all time.
Do either of you have like maybe not like a whole game, but like just like a moment from one of your games or from even just being with your team that really sticks out in your minds?
Jess?
How about you go first on this one?
All right. So, probably last year, travel baseball, we were down in New Jersey. I was pitching against some team that was like real good, and I give up a home run, and the kid was like walking around the bases, and he was like trying to make it seem cool. And then like the next batter up, we were like beefing with that kid the whole game. Steven Mazza. Oh boy, I have a passion of not going to express my feelings toward that kid, but I ended up. Yeah, he's from New Jersey. Probably. I mean,
okay.
I ended up drilling him in the back of the. Yeah, it's right in the back. He's like staring me down, and at the end of the game, Christian Cabrera from our team spits on one of their kids, and then our coach yells at him. But that was like the best moment of my life, sports career. It was fun.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, mine is probably. Wait, what was the question again?
Not like a favorite game, but like a favorite like moment or like one memory with your team or from a game.
So I think my favorite memory was like when we were down in Florida. I think it was freshman year, and where we would stay, like there would be these little, we would call them like beaches, but they weren't beaches. It was just like little areas of sand with like a hammock or like a bunch of chairs or something, but like the body of water was like a pond that you like weren't allowed to go in, so it wasn't really like a beach. And I just remember like until curfew, like we'd sit out there and just like talk and do whatever, like until we had to go back inside. And I remember one time, I think I was a freshman, so like I was the voted one to go to coach's room and ask her if our curfew could be extended. So, you know, I walk up there and I was knocking on the door, and Coach Jeff opens the door, and he's like, "You guys looking for Julie? Like she's out." I was like, "Oh, okay." So we're running around trying to find Coach Pucheri. We found her. We got our curfew extended, but that was just fun. Like just doing like stupid, like random stuff like that. I just think it's fun.
Yeah, for sure. All right. I don't think I have anything else. Do either of you have anything else you want to talk about? Anything I left out? Any more questions for each other? We'll give like a couple more minutes in the comments
I don't
here.
think so.
But
all right.
It's been a good show. Thank you guys both for coming on. Thank you, everybody, for
Thank
watching.
you.
For having me.
Yes.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, and this again, it'll be up to watch back later, so you guys, everybody can go back and watch it if they missed it, or if you just go back and want to watch it 20 times either. So, but we do have one question here from Travis Cybor. I hope I said his name right. He says, "How does one
Yeah,
manage to be so good at Rocket League?"
Rocket League's probably my favorite game easily. I'm just an animal at Rocket League. It was like my first game on I played it a while ago, but it was like my first game back on a couple days ago. I scored my first goal. I went crazy at like 2 a.m. But Rocket League's just my thing.
Because you hustle really hard, right?
Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
All right, yeah. So I think that's all we got then. Again, thank you so much for being on. Thanks everybody for tuning in. And you guys can stay on for a second. I'm just gonna end the stream here.
Yeah.
So
All right.
see you guys soon.